Oh my God. Did you guys hear that? Um, Hi. Hello. I'm super excited to start bringing back trainings. I feel like it's been forever since I've done one and I'm like nervous. But I feel like whenever we have done these before, and if you're new, me and Haven did these. Oh, it's been a while, honestly. But we started doing, and I feel like it kind of brought us together and just a little bit more of a community and kind of gave you guys just an idea for all of us to come together. So I'm excited to bring them back. We're going to start doing them bi-weekly. But if you guys want to, and we obviously want to open it up to everybody, if you have something that's on your heart to train on, or you want to do a training with one of us, we are 100% open to doing that. And if that's the case, we will try, we could obviously do them weekly or whatever works best for everyone's schedule. So let me know. But as I'm talking about customer retention, and if you guys have any questions, just drop it in the chat and I will obviously answer them. But I wanted to talk about this first because one, obviously, your first goal after your VIP period is over and month to month, your first initial goal whenever you start out the new month is to make sure that you have those two customers on auto ship to get your free product credit for the following month. So therefore, you would be thriving for free. So I wanted to talk about this because I during bonus season, I have honestly shifted the way that I have done and interacted with my customers, how I've been taking care of them, what I've seen that has worked and what hasn't worked, because I'm going to be 100% honest and vulnerable. And next week, we are also going to have one because we're going to do like a little June kickoff. So I'm going to talk more about just like my mindset shift next week. But from December and January, I honestly wasn't even receiving free product credit on both accounts, let alone one account. Like I was literally scrambling, trying to hurry up and get another customer at the end of every single month to earn my free product credit. And I looked up in January and I'm like, what is happening? Like, this should be such, not that it's an easy goal to like achieve and attain, but it's something that is the first goal of every single month. And why am I scrambling at the end of every single month trying to get my second customer to earn my free product credit? And once I realized, well, I'm not really doing or taking care of the customers that I have had or were having or whatever, and it's time to step it up. So that's exactly what I did. I think it's 100% crucial to take care of your customers. You have to be checking in with them. You have to be asking how the products work. And I'm not saying that you should be like pestering them and messaging them every single week. No. But what I found that has worked for me that could possibly work for you guys is that the beginning of, well, I guess I'll talk about. So, whenever I first sign a customer and they are interested in the products or whatever, I do everything for them. I say they're like, hey, I want to purchase the 3-step, whatever it is. Okay. I'm like, okay, great. That's awesome. Like, I say, here, can I have like your full name? I can also send it in the group, but wait, let me bring it up. I have like checking out info, and it's just like your full name, email address, shipping address, and phone number. And I literally do everything for them, send that to them and say, like, hey, our website's kind of confusing. Let me do it for you. I can make sure all the correct products are in your cart. And then I literally create their account. So number one, therefore I have their address, because in your cloud office, you can't really look to find their address. You would have to go back and then ask them for it. But therefore I have their address. And then I also know all the products that they are using on a day-to-day basis. So or like what they're interested in. And then I'm essentially putting them in the computer, and then I'm literally just sending them their login information in the website, and then they go in and check out. Sorry, I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out, but and then they check out. So therefore I have their address, and then I have their username, and I just make everyone's password like password 123. So then therefore if they need help in the future on doing an auto ship or changing a product or what, figuring something out within their own account, I can go in because I have that information, because since I created their account for them, and it's 100% just easier for me to go in. So whenever you are going into talking to a customer and you're creating their thing, I never don't make the auto ship so complicated to where it's like, oh, well, this price is on auto ship, but you don't have to do it. Like, I literally only tell them, sorry, my dad's calling. I literally only tell them that this is the auto ship price at the end. Like, whenever I'm sending them the link and their username and password, I'm like, hey, it's going to run as an auto ship. This is how you get that package deal price. Immediately after you place your order, we can either go in and cancel your auto ship 100% free of charge, or we can keep it on. It's set for June 5th. I will check back in with you a couple days before, and we can decide if you want to go ahead and keep that auto ship, change any of the products, or just cancel it out completely. Like, it's 100% up to you. 9 times out of 10, they're going to keep that auto ship on because, one, they know that I'm going to remind them about it. And two, they have the option to cancel it if essentially they didn't want to the next month, or they didn't want to buy all those products, and that knowing that they can change it. So don't go right jumping into the conversation 100% assuming that they're not going to keep that auto ship on, because you don't know. And that's my downfall was all last year. I was immediately after they were placing their order just canceling out their auto ship for them. Well, then that kind of doesn't open up the door to the conversation of wanting to keep it on, wanting to reorder the products. Yeah, you can check in, but their auto ship's gone. It's not like you could be like, hey, do you want to put your auto ship on for next month? Like, you already just initiated the conversation that it was never going to be on, and that they would just come and go as they please, which they can do, but give them that option, and don't go into the conversation thinking like, okay, they don't want that. So that is one of my best tips to doing that. And why I say that now I have their address is because the beginning of I did a promo, and I will never tell you guys to like buy products, buy plus line products if you don't have the money or whatever the case may be. But say you get a little extra product credit, and then you'd only be spending like $20 of your own money for another plus line product to try. Please do so, because therefore you are having the opportunity to try all the different plus line products that we have to offer. So if someone is looking for a sleep aid, you have Rest, and you have either taken it before and you tried it and you know what it's like, or say that like they are a nice customer, or they purchased the 3-step for you, and then in a couple weeks they're asking about Rest. All it takes is literally, it's probably $3 from the post office, and you're just mailing them a sample of Rest. 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back and order it. So now not only are they on the entire 3-step, but now they're on the entire 3-step and Rest because they love it. So that's why I say that it's 100% important to invest in your business, but not to the point where it's like, okay, I'm spending way more than I'm making. I never want that to happen for you. But if you do have the opportunity to get the plus line products, then do so, because therefore you're trying them out and you're also able to share them. And sorry, I literally have heartburn 24/7 and I'm always out of breath. So you guys just got to deal with me for a couple more months with this, because I feel like I'm constantly like burping. But there's that. So about the plus line products. So what I have started doing, and you know, whenever you like will send someone, say you sent like your friend a little cute little basket and then she sent you a thank you card in the mail, you're like, oh my God, that is seriously so cute. Or like, think like that was so thoughtful of her to like send me a thank you card. So, what I have started doing is no matter what a customer orders, if they're only purchasing Activate or if they're purchasing the entire 3-step, I literally will send them like every customer. So this month's customers, the beginning of next month, I will not only check in with them at the beginning of the month. So I'm like, hey, how are you? Are you liking Activate? How is your 3-steps going? Do you have any questions or concerns? Whatever. Say that their auto ship is set to run the 5th, then I address the auto ship then. But say their auto ship isn't set to run until like the 15th or the 20th, then I check back in a couple days before their auto ships run, but I always check in the beginning of every single month. One, because I could keep track of it way better than being like, wait, I checked in with this person on this day and this person on this day. I just check in with all of my customers first of the month and then write down when I have in my calendar when their auto ships are going out. So a couple days before, that's whenever I directly message that specific person and then we address the auto ship. So one, they're going to be thankful that you checked in, because if you bought something off of another network marketer, like skincare, whatever it is, and they're just like, hey, here you go. Like 2 years ago, I bought makeup off a girl and I never spoke to her again. And I refused to buy the makeup off of her again if I were to ever try it. I didn't like it. But I'm just like, did she even care about me? I was just literally a sale. Like, that's what's going to start going on in their head. Like, yeah, they might love the product, but essentially they buy you before they buy the product. So they know that they could get Thrive anywhere. I mean, not anywhere, but they could essentially go and find a different promoter if they wanted to, that is going to take care of them. So you have to make sure that you're taking care of them, being genuine and not looking at them as just a sale. Like, yes, it's going towards your volume. Yes, you're getting commission from it, but just make sure that they're appreciated from purchasing directly from you whenever they have 3 other Thrivers on their timeline. So I check with them the first. And then the next month, I always send them a thank you card saying, like, not every single month that they order, but the next month, like, say a new customer order this month, they will get the thank you card next month. And then obviously a couple months down the line, I would maybe send them like a cute little goodie bag filled with plus line products that they've never tried before. But I will say, like, thank you so much for supporting my business. Like, it means the world to me and my family. Like, I'm so happy that you love the products just as much as I do. And then say that they're only on the 3-step, I'll throw in like an Activate and a Blast. Or say that they're only on Activate, I'll throw in like Blast, and then maybe like the 3-steps or like one day of the 3-steps. There's different ways that you can work around it. So therefore they're trying all the other different products, and 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to buy at least 1 or 2 of the products that you send them. And then now they're on more products. And they're thinking, like, obviously you're being nice and genuine about it, but in return, you're getting a lot more out of it by just spending $3 at the post office and sending out a thank you card to them. So that is what I have found that has 100% helped my business with all my customer retention whenever I started truly focusing on them, because at the end of the day, that's your business. Your customers are your business because of word of mouth, because 9 times out of 10, their family is going to see a difference in them. So whenever they come back to you, like, there's so many times where I have customers and they're like, hey, my friend is going to message you, or hey, my family member, whatever, is gonna like come message you and wants to ask about the products or something. So word of mouth is just by your customers. So just make sure that you're taking care of them. So let me see. I wrote down some notes just so I wasn't like, I didn't forget to say anything. So okay. If you guys have any questions, just you could drop it in the chat. But they essentially, at the end of the day, if you are feeling like you're not really like, no one is interested in the products, or it's really hard to keep your customers, or it's like they're literally only purchasing this month and then never purchasing again, or it's like every couple months. One, you got to start looking at the problem. Like, are they taking the products correctly? Start troubleshooting, see what like they like and what they don't like. Know that they have options to either only do the capsules and the DFT. Sometimes people don't even like the DFT anymore, and that just like, they're like, okay, I'm done. Like, if I have to do the entire 3-step and I don't like the DFT, then I don't like want to do it anymore. Start asking them questions and just making sure that they are happy with the products that they have, because you know that they feel a difference. So if they're not constantly reoccurring, and obviously sometimes money is a problem, but if they're not constantly wanting to purchase, then something's bigger is going on. And what I also like to do is, since, I mean, obviously the more that you are in this business and the more many months that you go along, you're going to collect a lot of the product. So since I have so much product on hand, I have so many credits to offer to my customers. So say like this one customer, it's like her third month ordering from you, send her 15 bucks in credits and be like, hey, here's free shipping on me. Thank you so much for supporting me for 3 months continuously in a row. That means so much to them, and you have no idea. And that's not even really putting a dent in the credits that you got that month. So that is something I also love to do, because therefore they know that you're appreciating them for coming back and purchasing from you. That so not they want to hear from you, like, why, whenever you are talking on your stories and you're talking about the products, since 9 times out of 10 they're buying from you and not the products, what are the products doing for you? So if you're just on your stories every single day, and granted some months are better than others, some weeks, whatever, but if you're only just posting like a shake a day, and like never once have you went on your stories and actually like made your shake on a video or talked about it, or why do you like it? Why do you like adding bananas and peanut butter to it? Like, what does it taste like? They're just going to be like, oh, she's making a shake again. Like, it's so boring. Or like always seeing the capsules, like, cool, I know that you take capsules every freaking morning. Like, they're just clicking through. So try to switch it up a little bit, the way that you're advertising the products on your stories. Maybe one day go live and do your entire 3-step first thing in the morning, because you could save that and then post it to your IGTV if it's on Facebook, or vice versa. And who cares if no one's on it at 7 in the morning? Hey, at least you did it. People can watch the replay. Or just go on your stories and just do a cute little video of you popping your capsules, drinking your shake, cheers, and slapping your DFT on, and then just talking about why you love the products, the difference that you had. You would not believe, since when I found out that I was pregnant in December and I stopped taking the products the entire month of December, and then talked about that a couple months later in March and April, you would not believe people would be like, oh my God, I felt exactly how you felt, like, even if I wasn't pregnant, like, I'm not pregnant, but I felt not good. Like, I was so exhausted. I never wanted to do anything. I was constantly napping, because that's what my December was. I didn't feel like me from being on these products for so long and then not taking it for a month. You truly realize what they're actually doing for you every single day. And just by me sharing my own little testimony, that I honestly forgot to go back and talk about, like, how I felt before trying these products, because I've been on them for so long. So many people reached out because I was sharing how I felt before. Now I'm sharing what I feel right now and what was helping me to not feel the way that I was feeling. And now, look, I feel bomb every single freaking day. Like, that's just me sharing my own testimony. I wasn't trying to like offer the products or offer a promo or whatever it was to get people in the system. I was literally just sharing my own testimony of my before and after. and people were interested. People want to know what it's actually doing for you and not just a picture with a caption. Okay, so obviously, are you gonna want to do a video every single day of your taking your 3 steps? No, that's why I always say to switch it up, because Monday you could do a video, Tuesday you could just showcase your capsules in the morning, Wednesday you could go live. Like, just try to switch it up every single day. Look at my things bouncing, I'm bouncing. Just try to switch it up every single day throughout the week, so then that way it really gets people interested into what you have to offer, and then that way people are going to be intrigued and not just seeing the same thing every single week or every single day. So that's what I basically have on customer retention, just to really start taking care of your customers, being aware of the last time that you talked to them. Like, if someone bought from you 2 months ago and you haven't talked to them since then, shame on you. Okay. So there's that. But um one, I'm going to stop the recording.